Have you ever thought, oh, that's just the way things are. Oh, I'm stuck with this, or I'm stuck with that, or I just feel stuck. Well, I was having a really bizarre conversation with someone today about text message threads getting deleted, and it came to me that like sometimes, so like before you get a new phone, like if you're like me, you let your phone get really, 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 really old before you get a new one. And so your phone is old and it has slowed down a lot. And that's just the way things are. Like, you know that that's the way things are, and it's just like that's the way it is. And then when you get a new one, like, okay, with your old phone, it's going slow. You don't even know that it's slow because it's just what you're used to. And then you get a new one, and all of a sudden it's like zip, 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 and it's super fast. It's kind of like, oh, that's just the way things are, just turned into, whoa, that's actually not the way things are. That's not the way things need to be. So it's like, okay, this is just the way things are, and then we have this something changes, and then bam, magically life has changed for the better, and suddenly you have this freedom, if you will, and it's freedom that we never dreamed we could have. So for example, maybe you feel really stuck, or like you feel like you're so busy you can't slow down. Like, have you ever said, oh, I'm so busy but I can't slow down? Challenge it. Can you not slow down? Or do you actually have the ability to say no to something and slow down? Because I have news for you. You do. You do have the power to slow yourself down. You can say no to things. You can say no to that conference that you're supposed to, that you've always done, like for work. You've always done it, so people just assume that you're gonna do it. But actually, you don't have to do that. You can say, no, I'm not gonna do that. And you can instead say, I need to find someone else to do that. We need to find someone else to do that. Somebody else needs to do it this time, because this year I just can't. I have to choose to take care of myself. I can't do that this time. We can talk again about me doing it next year, but right now I can't do that. I don't have the capacity to do that myself right now. And that's okay. And it teaches people to respect you. And they might not at first, because you just set this new thing. And okay, so like, imagine that you have a new puppy, and at first when you got the puppy, you didn't have any baby gates, and then the puppy was getting into your shoes and it wasn't going well. And so you put the puppy gate up to keep the puppy away from your shoes. Well, that puppy is gonna like run into that baby gate, and it's gonna try to push it over. It's gonna try to jump over it. It's gonna try to nose its way under it. It's gonna try to get through the baby gate because you put a new wall, if you will, in its way. And it's gonna test that and test that and test that and test that. And then eventually it's gonna go, oh, that's a wall. I can't go through there. I don't need to keep doing this. And it respects this new boundary that you've set. And that's what's really cool about like changes in life, or saying no, or whatever this thing is. Like, if you think this is the way something has always been, I challenge you to think if it could possibly be a different way. Or if it's something that has made you really unhappy for a long time, or super, super chronically stressed, you deserve better than that. You don't need to be chronically stressed all the time. I understand we're in a pandemic. I understand the world is wild. I understand that people are crazy, and you don't have to be like them if you don't want to. You don't have to dive into the world's madness, because you can say no to things and you can say yes to things. And when it comes to the world and the world's madness, you can say no. You can say, I'm going to choose something different. And you can do that, and you can change your entire life. Because that's just the way it is no longer the way it is.